When the pages of history, the annals, archives, and chronicles of time all forget you. When the remembrance, recollection, and memory in the minds of man no longer retain your resume. When they erase all you've done to replace all you've done with what have you done for me lately. When their selective memory chooses to treat you as if you've done nothing, when in reality you've already been there and done that. When they create their own narrative about you in order to redact your real record. When their story on you and their account of you is nothing like who you really are. When you thought by now you would have established a rapport and built a reputation based on a history of faithfulness. But instead, they give you a blank slate for your good, yet keep detailed documented files of all your faults. They seem to have no problem remembering all of your mistakes, but easily forget all you do, all you're doing, all you've done. They edit out that extra mile you went and blot out that extra time you spent. They delete your dedication to dependability by expecting you to always be there while never acknowledging that you're always there. But who will remember your sacrifice? Who will recollect the seeds you've sown and remember your surrender to the sake of the call? Who will bring return on the investment of your blood, sweat, and tears when no one else recalls you giving your all? Don't forget, God remembers you. He remembers that other cheek you turned and turned and turned. He remembers that grace you give them that they do not give you. He remembers how they repay your good with evil. He remembers how you help without help and go if you have to go by yourself. He remembers how you put it all on you to keep it all off them. He remembers the hours you put in when no one else is watching. He remembers because He is watching. Jesus says in Matthew 6:4, "Your Father who sees in secret will Himself reward you openly." So don't do it for the ungrateful and forgetful, but do it for the one who knows. Don't forget to do it for the God who remembers you. The Apostle Paul says in Colossians 3:23-24, "Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for human masters, since you know that you will receive an inheritance from the Lord as a reward. It is the Lord Christ you are serving." Paul also says in 1 Corinthians 15:58, "Therefore, my dear brothers and sisters, stand firm. Let nothing move you. Always give yourselves fully to the work of the Lord, because you know that your labor in the Lord is not in vain." So forget the pages of history and remember you're written in the Lamb's book of life. Forget trying to make others remember your name, and remember God knows your name. Forget those who act like they don't know, don't care, don't see all you do, and always remember God cares, God sees, God knows. So for all who feel unseen, for all who go unnoticed, for all who have been taken for granted, for all who feel forgotten, in the name of Jesus, don't forget, God remembers you.